Hollywood Actor Podcast with Alex Knight, Part 3.
Yeah, but being born and raised in Corrales, just outside of Albuquerque, you're still very much part of that New Mexico film industry, which is an incredible one, extremely vibrant, and it's getting more and more attention, especially from Netflix, but from a lot of other bigger and bigger production companies. So do you still feel a sense of community there? Do you bounce back and forth a lot? Do you still have representation there?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'd say LA is not my home. I've been kind of considering it in my mind as an office that I'm going to work for like 5-6 years, hopefully. And then if it goes well, then I come back here and I, have a house here or whatever. And I work in LA easier. I don't have to go out there. I'm asked to do things. That's like, I guess the goal in some way. I don't believe LA to be my home. That said, I'm cool with it and I enjoy it. And it is, growing on me. But I've recently been working out of the country a little bit, and like I haven't been in LA, and then I've been in New Mexico or Mexico, and so I don't know, I don't really feel a home right now in a good way. I feel very loose and very like suitcasey, and I really enjoy that kind of, at least at this point in my life.
I was wondering if you're starting to find a little bit maybe of a home as you are plugging into the improv scene here in Hollywood.
I am a little bit, definitely. I have a community there now. Yeah, I've been at the Improv Space. That's a theater on Gailey Avenue in Westwood. I've been there for almost 2 years. Like since I moved to LA, I joined them pretty quickly. Another person from the show who moved to LA, Melissa Hyman, she was playing there and she hooked me up with them. So it's just so nice, like the community. Like I know your podcast is a lot about connecting people in community, and like it was great. Like she hooked me up into the improv community, and then I found a home very quickly out here. And I'm teaching classes, and I'm co-education director at that theater now, and I'm getting to teach what I love to teach, the style I like to teach. They give me that freedom. I don't have to teach their syllabus necessarily. They're letting me adapt it and stuff. So I feel very welcome in a home in Los Angeles. I slowly building my friend community. It's been 2 years, but even that's not thick yet. When you live in a place for I was here 32 years, you build some strong friendships, and you can't have those overnight. So it is a little lonely in LA still. I have some really great people, people that I love out there, but it's just taken a while for it to feel like home.
That's good that you can plug into a scene that you have. So you're kind of trying to find that similar scene here and having that literal space that you can go to on a weekly basis, that improv theater where you can teach people and work as an improvisational actor. Sounds extremely positive that you can find those people and rub shoulders with them, like I said, on a weekly basis.
Yeah, and it's not like because one would think like I just found the improv community out there, but that's not even true. There's so much improv out there that I went to UCB and it was not my thing, and so I found, again, the improv space is similar to the old box in a way. It's kind of a little hole in the wall. It's indie. It's not really aggressive. It's not trying to it's trying to survive. It's not trying to make money. Whereas UCB is, they have plenty of cash. And I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's got the heart and the soul. And so I found my family, not in the improv community, but in the improv space, because they were my people. They're in it for the love of the improv. And I feel like that might not be as true at some of the other theaters. Where people are in LA, people in LA are trying to make it. And so there's judgment and there's competition and stuff. And for me, that's very much kind of not improv, or not why I do it. I do it for the kind of emotional, spiritual yoga practice and empathetic catharsis that it gives me. I'm not doing it to make money, or to be seen necessarily.
Right. And what you brought up was a great point that I keep talking about maybe a scene or a community, but in LA specifically, there are a lot of the scene that takes place in these different parts of the city, those different, like a larger community that has tiny little hubs in those different parts of the Los Angeles County that people can completely miss or they never hear about because it's just such a spread out geographical area. So people finding those ones that even if they're not close to where you live or where you work, you're finding that space that connects to you within a scene that you know of, or has those people, those types of people that you identify with, or has that personality, cherishes the same values. Even if that's somewhere remote within Los Angeles County, you have to hear about it. and then make that effort to go there and to be a part of that smaller community that's part of a larger scene.
Yeah, and I would never have found that place if it wasn't for Melissa, who connected me there. And it's again the community, and she's my people, so she knew my people, and so we all went together and whatever. But you're right, I was living in Glendale, and the Improv space is in Westwood. That's a bitch if anyone lives in LA. And so, but it was worth it because it was my home, it was my people or whatever. Now I live in Mid City, so it's not so bad, but it was worth it to go there because it's. LA is so lonely. It's so hard and it's so isolating. I mean, everywhere life is, but you really do need to kind of work to find some joy there. It's a little bit harder, I think. I think eventually, like anywhere, once you've been there 10 years, it's not. But when you first get there, you really have to work hard to find love.
What are some other ways that you're looking to plug into a community here in Hollywood?
I don't really. I walk dogs, and I do a little podcast, and I do a lot of watercolors. I do a lot of art on my own. But the improv is really my way of connecting to the greater LA. And then, of course, my manager and agents, they send me to auditions. But I don't feel like I am too. I'm probably missing something. I'm probably forgetting something that I do all the time. But I don't feel like I have any other real connections to the actor community there besides my friends.
Do your visual arts help you plug into a different type of community?
Not really. That was okay, so I've been doing watercolors for a few years now, and I love it so much. And there's part of me that wants to, make a book and start selling t-shirts and all this stuff and start pushing it. But I really find that artistically, I'm putting it all in my acting right now, and I don't kind of have room to treat the visual art more seriously. I do it almost every day, but it's a hobby. It's not something I'm, again, kind of marketing. I sell prints and stuff, but I don't push it. If that makes sense, it's I think a person can really only has so much energy, and they gotta put it where they need to. And right now it's all kind of in acting. Even if I don't act for, I'm not going to auditions, it's still my mental focus is on that. And that's where I'm putting my positive energy and my hopes and dreams or whatever. So no, I don't really feel there's no visual community that I'm in at all, except, Instagram, other artists will comment on my art or whatever, and will, say hi, but that's it.
Yeah, but that is really important to have that other thing that's a hobby or something that just helps ground you. And it sounds like it's kind of a little bit meditative for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, I don't think you can be all acting all the time. I think you become a weirdo. So I think you do need some sort of hobby, like rock climbing, cycling, painting, whatever the hell, music. But I don't think you should be all the time an actor.
There's no guarantees, but you've built up a body of work already for yourself, starting in the New Mexico film industry and then building those communities within improv and being a teacher. I mean, you have those spaces. And that's a big part of the Hollywood Actor Podcast, is to help actors, even guests, realize how successful they are and how much work that they've put in that has translated into success.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, it's just all practice. It's you just gotta, I don't know. That's all I attribute it to. It's I don't know what I'm saying. I guess it's just, there's no magic to it. It's practice. It's just doing it again and again and again and not giving up.
Those reps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they're auditions or whatever they are, any chance you can get to act, I think take it.
Thanks for listening to the Hollywood Actor Podcast. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to rate and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening.